What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 5 of the Old Kids Podcast. Hopefully, you guys had a nice week. Hopefully, you guys are having a good weekend or a good start to the weekend. Snot dropped the album last night, and I listened to it this morning. The album is titled Ethereal, and I want to go over the tracks and what I thought about the album. I thought it was dope, thought it was cool. I really like the album. Like I said, I don't rate the albums out of 10, but just know this album I enjoyed, and I'm definitely going back to. Probably like half the album already. Like I'm definitely gonna go back to half the album's tracks. And yeah, I listened to it this morning on a car ride and then on a run. So those were the two scenes where I kind of listened to it. And yeah, let's just go over the first track, which is My World intro. Man, this is a good intro. His voice, I like Snot's voice. That's one thing I like about him as an artist. His voice is cool. It's like a deep voice, but it's like it just goes. It goes with everything, and like Tell Him, when it's him on Tell Him, because it's Coach Eyes, and then it's like Tell Him what's up, Tell Him what's up, and then comes Snot with a deep voice. So yeah, My World, I like it. I like the claps on the beat. It's like a slow beat, but it's like you can hear like the claps and stuff, which is dope because it kind of gives it a little. Sometimes you just we're programmed to like bop on beat. So like when you hear the clap, you're just like, oh yeah, and stuff like that. It's a beautiful intro, and yeah, that first track was dope. Doja is the second track, which I already heard because it came out like I think did it come out last week? I want to say last week. I think it did come last week, but it was featuring ASAP Rocky. This track is so fire, especially when you're running. When you're on a run, this track hits. It was clean, fire. The visuals were crazy. At the end, it was a snippet of a track later on in this album, and it was Virgil playing in the video, or Virgil on a wall painted. I thought it was cool. It made me cry because Virgil's dope, and rest in peace Virgil. But it's a cool song. It's dope as fuck. The ASAP Rocky feature is fire. ASAP Rocky need to drop soon, cause this feature and the aria with Nigo, it was crazy. So I'm waiting on that too. Yeah, I love that song. That's one of my favorites on the album too. The next song was Blue Moon. It's a cool song for like a late night drive. I feel like so it wasn't my favorite song. I didn't enjoy it that much. I probably won't. I'll probably like come across it every once in a while, but like the Teddy Jones feature, I don't know who Teddy Jones is. I will look into them just like I did with the Saba. Looked into the artists that he puts in. So if it's like a new artist I don't know, I'll look into them, and then if I really think they're like super dope, I'll do like a video on them. And yeah, but this artist was cool. The feature was alright. I enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy it as much as some other songs on here. Cool track, cool song. Then the next one was Go, and I'm not sure, but I think it dropped earlier, but I'm probably wrong, most likely wrong. But it's a hype song. It's not a slow song or none of that. It's more like a hype song. It's a cool track. It's a nice beat. There's nothing much about to say much. There's nothing much to say about it, but it was a cool track. I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it like I wasn't like, oh, this is crazy, but I enjoyed it. So yeah, the next track, this is a good one. I love this track, 5 a.m. Bro, this is a snippet. This is a track that played at the end of the Doja video, with Virgil on the wall and stuff, and I think they filmed that in New York and stuff. But yo, this track is crazy. It's like ascending. You hear it and you're like ascending. You're going up. It's flowing. The beat is crazy. The hook, everything about it just goes. The beat is just the beat makes it ascend. It's like crazy. And then he like instead of him just rapping crazy, he goes along with it. He fits. It's everything about this song is good. So that's definitely one of my favorites on the album. I put that in the playlist. Definitely gonna go back and listen to that one. Yeah, the next track, Alone featuring Trippie Redd. That one was alright. It was a cool track. Trippie Redd feature, it was cool, nice song, but probably one of my least favorite on the album. Not to say it was bad. Obviously, this is my opinion. Some people might think it was like the best song on the album, but out of my opinion, it was my least favorite song on the album. And I do fuck with Trippie Redd too, but I just didn't like that track as much as the other ones. Benzo as well. I have the same one for that. It was a cool song. I didn't mess with it like crazy, but the beat kind of caught my eye because it kind of sounded like a dungeon beat. Like a beat like a dungeon beat basically. I don't know. You can interpret that how you want, but that's how I described it in my head, a dungeon beat. And then Next track is I featuring Kevin Abstract. And I should have seen this Kevin Abstract feature coming because Kevin Abstract has Snot on Slugger, a single that he dropped. And that song, and he has Slow Tie on there too. But that song was crazy, bro. When I tell you, I played this song like nonstop, working out, and like when I woke up, I would just play this and then be like, "Shawty wanna be a thug." I would just be going crazy with it. Kevin Abstract should drop more songs like that. I like what he drops now, like with the love songs and this and that. But I like how he switched it up in there. And funny so he switched it up on this feature too. He like it was more of like a slugger type of Kevin Abstract feature where he like went aggressive, crazy. He would just this is gonna sound dope in concert. It's gonna sound crazy because the beat kind of switches to go with Kevin Abstract. So this is one of my favorites on the album as well. I definitely go back to that track. And the next track on here was Euphoric. That one was a cool track, not bad at all. Nice beat. I didn't enjoy it as much as the other ones. Usually I don't have much to say about a song that I don't think it went like caught my eye or went like crazy for me, but it's a cool song and I'm pretty sure I'll probably come across it again, or maybe I'll listen to it in later in future and be like, oh wait, how did I miss this? You know, sometimes it goes like that. You skip the song, you go back to like, yo, this was actually fire. And yeah, but that was a cool song. Next song on here was Halle Berry featuring Juicy J. I fuck with Juicy J. I love Juicy J. Shout out to 3-6 Mafia. And there's a line in there where Snot goes stepping in my Crocs, and just out of that line, I like the track. Just out of that line, stepping in my Crocs. That's a bar right there, you know. And so it wasn't a bad track. It wasn't my favorite, but that line made it definitely put it somewhere up there, above the other tracks that I didn't really catch my eye. But the next one is How You Feel featuring Joey Badass. This is my favorite song on the album. Why, you may ask? Dude, this song is so dope. It's like a sad song. It's like a don't want to live type song. You know, Snot makes like fighting demon songs. He's kind of like a Juice WRLD, but not with all the popping pills too much. He does rap about that sometimes. But that one is crazy. That's my favorite song on there. The beat it goes so dope. I can already hear Joey Badass on the beat without before I even listen to him start rapping. But it fits perfect too. Joey Badass, his bars are nice. What's the line? The main line on here is like, what is life when you don't want to live? Yo, that's like a cry for help. It kind of hits you. It hits you. This song is dope. I like it. I like the way it starts. It kind of fades into the track. It's dope. This is by far my favorite track on here. Added it to the playlist. Definitely gonna go back to this one. And yeah, the next track actually one of my favorites. Also, it's probably like a close second to the How You Feel. I don't think any of them could top How You Feel because I really enjoyed that one. But Fighting Me, it's another good song. It's like a love song. The beat it sounds crazy, and it sounds like he's talking about a girl, but at the same, and then like talking about like fighting his demons in the parking lot. That's one of the lines I think. I like the beat. I think it's a flute. I'm not sure which instrument it is, but it sounds cool and it sounds crazy on here. And it's like it drives me in. It brings me into the track, and I don't want to like skip it at all. So that's why this is definitely one of my favorites as well. Yeah, the next track is High IQ, which was a cool track as well. I didn't enjoy it as much as the ones I previously named, but High IQ was a cool, nice beat, not a bad song. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. There's a guitar on it. It sounded cool with the guitar on it, but just something I noticed from the song or whatever. Yeah, the last track on here is the outro, Once Upon a Time, which is beautiful to me. So the intro and the outro, it was great. That kind of makes you know how what's that? There's a thing where like I seen online. It's like people only remember the first thing they hear and the last thing they hear, and he did good with these two because the intro is beautiful with his voice. The outro is beautiful as well. He's singing in it, so it's dope. And then I noticed that fighting demons is like it's like a theme. It's like something Snot always says, but you can relate to it, especially if you're going through something tough. So that's why I really enjoy Snot, and hopefully he goes on tour so I can see him live. And yeah, that was a beautiful outro. The song hits. I don't know what else to say at the so like he starts singing at first, and then at the second part, he kind of makes his voice deeper, or how do you call that, like low pitch, high pitch, or whatever. Not high pitch, low pitch probably. Makes it deeper, and it's kind of like a um he sings in that type of voice. I enjoyed when he does the first part. I wish he kept it the same, but it still sounds dope either way. Sounds beautiful, sounds cool. I see what he did with the little switch it at the end to like a deeper voice. So I'm not mad at it at all. Love that intro. I mean, love that outro. And yeah, I love this album. I honestly, I liked Havoc. I think that's his last album was called Havoc. So, but I didn't like it like crazy. I wasn't going back to it a lot, like a ton. And I love Snot. Snot's a dope artist. I like what's Moon and Stars. I like songs like that. Stranded. That album I really did enjoy like a lot too. Megan, that's a good song too. Um, yeah, this album I'm definitely gonna go back to. This is probably one of my favorite albums of the year. I'm gonna be honest. I like this album. It's dope. It's cool. So yeah, let me know what your favorite song was on the album, and yeah, if you haven't checked out Snot or this album, check it out and watch the Doja video. It's a dope video with the ASAP Rocky. You already know ASAP Rocky videos always go crazy. So yeah, check it out, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Hopefully y'all have a good day, have a good weekend, and yeah, stay safe out there, y'all. Peace.